Hi guys, hope you're well. I just got guidance to create a short video to update everyone on some important information and updates about the galactic energies that are coming our way over the next 10 days. So today being May 15th, and these energies are going to start intensifying from today until May 25th. And there are some very key points that I would like to address with everyone to help you prepare and assist you with grounding these energies and not be overwhelmed. So just to give you a quick overview of what's happening on planet Earth at this time, this is a very key period. It's a period where our entire planet is ascending, and this is something that has been predicted in ancient books, in biblical texts, and the Mayans, our indigenous ancestors, all of these people who lived thousands of years ago, the Sumerians, the Egyptians, all knew of a time, and in the Bible this is referred to as the resurrection of Christ. And this really means that there's a return of the Christ consciousness energy that is going to be anchoring on planet Earth, that is anchoring on planet Earth. So what's currently taking place on our planet is very, very exciting indeed. And since 2012, our planet has moved and shifted into an area of the galaxy known as the photonic belt. And this photonic belt is, if you look at the galaxy as a whole, it's one huge spiral. And in the middle of the spiral, there's a cycle that the galaxy completes every 25,000 years. And when we complete this 25,000 year cycle, we enter the photonic belt. And the photonic belt is an area that our whole solar system, the sun and the 9-10 planets that we have, in fact we have 12 planets if we count them all. So our solar system is going to be traveling through this phase of the space of the galaxy known as the photonic belt. And this is an area of intense gamma wave radiation. And what these gamma wave photonic particles do is they assist in ascending, in evolving. They speed up the evolution process of all the species. So in fact, what's been occurring on planet Earth, this process started in 1987. There was an event called the harmonic convergence. Since then, Earth has been progressively going more and more intensively into this photonic belt, and the Schumann resonance. The Schumann resonance is a scientific measure that tells us the level of intensity of the energies that we are receiving. And the Schumann resonance, if you look at NASA websites, you will see over the last 30 years has been progressively rising. So what does all that mean for us? So what's happening is when we receive these galactic energies from the photonic belt, we wake up. And as many of you are waking up spiritually, you might feel a resonance with this message personally. And initially, when we awaken, it's a very confusing, chaotic time, and we don't know what's happening. It's like our friends are falling out of resonance. Our families think we've gone crazy. I personally know a lot of light workers whose families literally place them in mental institutions because they cannot understand what we're going through. They literally think we are going crazy. And if you measure our state of mind from society's perspective, then they will say that we are going crazy. However, that's far from the truth. In fact, what's happening is you are spiritually waking up. We as humanity are spiritually waking up. And that brings me to the message of today is over the next 10 days from May 15th to May 25th, 2019, we're going to be receiving intense gamma wave radiation on planet Earth. And this is going to wake up the masses, millions and millions of people who are currently in a sleep state are going to be spiritually waking up, and it's going to cause a little bit of chaos and confusion. So my intention with this video is to provide you with some background on what's going on and how best you can cope with it. So the gamma wave radiation comes as photonic energy from our sun, and our sun is a star in our galaxy known as the star Sol, and Sol is our sun is the 8th planet in a series of stars that are all connected, and the central star in our galaxy is known as Alcyone. And Alcyone is you could say the hub for all the photonic energy that takes place in this sector of our galaxy. It connects all of the Pleiades star systems, the Sirian star system, all the way up to the Arcturian star systems. There are many advanced races and beings that are in our galaxy, and they have been evolving in this galaxy for millions, if not billions of years in some cases. And literally speaking, humans are the new kid on the block. So our history goes back only a couple of hundreds of thousands of years on planet Earth. And I will make another video going back to our galactic history and our origins, because that's the topic that really interests me. So what's happening with these photonic waves that are coming from the great central sun, the Alcyone star system, these photonic waves are sent as geometric codes from the 6th dimension. Now I mentioned the 6th dimension, so I should clarify that we currently live in the 3rd dimension, where you touch and feel objects. Everything is physical, it's dense, it's matter, that is 3D. When you go one dimension above us, you go into the 4th dimension, which is like etheric thought forms, your astral body, your etheric body, your mass consciousness, polarities, and all of these things exist in the 4th dimension. When you go up to the 5th dimension, and all these dimensions are overlaid and interlaced over each other, the 5th dimension is unity consciousness or oneness. This is the dimension where you reach a state of consciousness within. It's not like your body travels physically from one place to another. It's literally that your consciousness level, as you refine it, as you purify your thoughts, your intentions, as you harmonize your life with the frequency of your soul, you have access to higher states of consciousness. And when you have access to these higher states of consciousness, suddenly things begin to make sense. In the 3D, it's a bit chaotic because we kind of have like tunnel vision syndrome. But when you go up to 4D, when you go up to 5D, that's when things begin to make sense from a spiritual perspective. Because in 5D, you can see the holistic picture. You see, I am the same energy as you. In 4D and 3D, it's like you and me are separate, and we have to live together, but there's an animosity. In 5D, things begin to gel, because in 5D, you begin to see your life from a soul's perspective. So these geometric codes that are being sent to us, or they're intensifying over the next 10 days, although they have been coming to planet Earth over the last 30 years or so. They're intensifying now, and they're beginning to interact with our DNA. And scientists have shown that 70% of our DNA just baffles them. They term it as junk DNA, because they have no clue what actually its purpose, what purpose it serves. But in fact, this junk DNA contains our star code. Many, almost all human beings that are currently on planet Earth have star origins from other planets, other galaxies, even other universes in some cases. Some of us are ancient souls, and many of us have had lives on other planets, other star systems over millions of years, and we've incarnated thousands of times. So these photonic codes, what they do is they wake us up and they start to connect us with our higher self, with our spiritual perspective, and they activate all of our programming that is lying dormant. So you're going to start remembering things that you have no idea how you know them. Like for myself, since my awakening in 2012, I activated as a healer, and I started connecting with alien races. I started connecting with my guides from the Sirius star system, and I found out that my soul's blueprint, my soul's origin is from the Sirius star system. So you're going to be going through many of these changes where you start hearing voices in your head, and initially you think like you're going crazy, but if you pay attention, you realize there's a higher intelligence that is knocking at your door, and it's trying to bring you home. And really, it's the home frequency of your soul that's activating as you wake up. So we're currently, over the next 10 days, going to be receiving 6D geometric codes. And these geometric codes specifically are activating the Lemurian grid system on planet Earth. So what is the Lemurian grid system? It is, the Lemuria was a period on planet Earth. It's an ancient period before Atlantis. So before our current civilization began about 30,000 years ago, before that there were many different civilizations, including Atlantis and Lemuria, and we were a highly advanced race. And before those races were had their fall, and before those races were wiped out of our planet due to various cataclysmic events that took place, they encoded a grid system through nodes and nodes, through various portals on our planet. And these were time-coded portals that it was really us in Lemuria that we knew that there's going to be a period of ascension around this time on our planet, and when humanity reaches a certain level of consciousness, we're going to be awakening these nodes and nodes, which carries all these sacred codes that activate us and bring us online. And we're going to be remembering a lot of our lives from Lemuria and from Atlantis. So over the next 10 days specifically, the Lemurian crystal grids are going to be emerging. And those of you who already connect with the Lemurian energy, this is going to be a very important time, very exciting time. And for gatekeepers specifically, for all those who are the first wavers, I suggest you directly connect with the Lemurian energies of the heart energy, Lemurian energies of peace, and consciously connect with the Lemurian energy, and you will feel this in your heart. You will feel your own crystalline grids within your body activating, because whatever takes place on the whole also takes place within us. So as Earth's grid systems are activating, humans are very intricately connected to the larger grid systems of Earth, and our own crystalline bodies are being activated with the 6D Lemurian memories. And these DNA activations also activate hidden potentials within us. However, in order to fully connect with these hidden potentials, we have to let go of a lot of the programming that society has left us with. And this programming occurs literally from the time of birth. And we're raised in school. We're raised in a structured family. We're told, do this, do not do that. This is appropriate. That's not appropriate. This is how life should be, and these are your boundaries. So we create a set of rules. We create a set of boundaries that literally limit our perception. When I talk to my daughters who are very young, they're 5 and 9 years old, I encourage them to connect with their inner vision, with their intuition, and they can literally close their eyes and tell me, Daddy, this is what I see inside your body. And it's so amazing because children grow up with intuition. It's only society, it takes like one word of discouragement to tell them that it's fantasy, and they'll shut off their intuition right away, believing anything their parents tell them. So I encourage you to connect with your children and connect with your own inner child, and to reactivate your intuition, because these are some of the gifts and abilities we have shut off. And they're going to be, it's going to be much easier now that we're receiving these higher energies. It's going to be easier for us to align with our intuition, with our inner knowing, with our own inner guidance system. Every sentient being in our universe has an inner guidance system. And when we connect with our inner guidance system, when we connect with our higher selves, aspects of ourselves that exist within higher dimensions, you will begin to get a navigation system online that tells you what to do, where to go, how to connect with the resources that you need to bring all of your dreams to fulfillment. However, before all these systems come online, a lot of doubts, anxieties, and fear takes place. And this is one of the things I want to talk to you about, that when we receive higher energies, a lot of our fear programming gets activated, because that's the first layer. We have to get rid of the fear before we fully adapt to the higher energy. So we have to let go of all the layers of programming within. Many of us have been leading our life in a monotonous way, and when higher energies come in, we are encouraged or urged to let go of things that are stale. And currently it's also the season of spring, so it's all about renewal, letting go. So I see in my consciousness, I see in my surroundings, I see in the daily messages that I'm getting, that in our collective, currently there's a lot of renegotiation of relationship contracts that is taking place. And a lot of intimate relationships, partner relationships, are being renegotiated based on the fact that if a relationship is not serving you well, and you've gone out of resonance, you may either be forced out of the relationship, or you may consciously choose to do so. And I'm seeing this happening a lot. But you're also going to feel displaced. There's a lot of people displaced right now. They're going to be moving around. They're going to be leaving their current surroundings and moving. It may be moving to another city, moving to a new home, and you're going to feel uprooted. And all of this is taking place to create space for new things in your life. So even if any of these points do not apply to you, and you just feel that you're in a place in your life where you just feel old energy, just do a spring cleaning in your own current surrounding. Get rid of your old belongings that you've been holding on to. Go down to the basement, go up to your attic, clear the cobwebs, reconsider your closet, and throw away the old clothes, throw away things that you've been holding on to from the past, because our objects and our possessions also contain energy. And when we raise our vibration, we go out of resonance with objects that are still from our past life, from a couple of years ago. So we go out of resonance not only with people, but also with the objects that we possess. So I would highly recommend you to take this time to completely renew your life in all aspects. Throw away old papers, throw away old documents, throw away old possessions that are just collecting dust, and buy new things to replace them with the current vibration, the current energy that you are embodying at this moment. It's very important for us to remember the power of words in this time. I see this happening a lot with people who are still in a relative state of unconsciousness. And as we awaken, we become extremely powerful. We're always powerful whether we know it or not. However, the difference is when we're unconscious, we are working against ourselves. In some cases, when we use words negatively. For example, I could get up feeling groggy and I could say, well, today's just not going to work out. I'm not feeling good today. I just feel like staying in bed. And you may snap at your partner, you may snap at your family members, and it's a downward spiral. However, you owning your power starts with you owning your thoughts and your words and realizing that you have the power to change and shift your timelines through the thoughts and the words that you choose to bring into your consciousness. So replace everything. If you're not feeling good, I'm not saying just ignore that and pretend like la-di-da, everything is good. You can choose to reword everything in a positive frame of mind. For example, you could say, I'm not feeling so good, but I'm going to I'm working on feeling better. Change your environment. Go out in nature. When you go out in nature, you connect with, you can expand your aura. You connect with the trees and the plants around you. And the trees, literally, if you have inner vision and you walk past the tree, you literally see the tree's energy reaching out to you and sucking out all negative energy from you. And the trees are great friends. They're very generous friends. And they came to this planet to anchor higher frequencies and to assist us in our spiritual growth. So thank the trees for their service and connect with them, connect with nature. It's going to be very important to ground and stay within your body over the next 10 days. So if you are an empath, if you are a highly intuitive being that usually tends to float above, your energy tends to float above your body, I would suggest do not go into very deep meditations over the next 10 days and instead choose things that keep you more in your body. For example, working out, exercising, walking barefoot on the grass, and cooking is a great way to bring creation energy into your life, and stay within your body, stay present. And meditation does not necessarily need to be something that you just block off an hour of your time and you don't do anything else. Meditation can simply mean when you're driving, you are breathing consciously. You're breathing in light through your head, and this is something we practice a lot, is just in the idle moments when, let's say, we're driving or we're just like taking a break, we just start breathing consciously. We're cooking, we start breathing consciously, get back in our bodies and feel like a flow of light going through the top of your head down, all the way down to your feet, and anchor your energy with the center of the earth. This is very good to make you feel present in your body and brings your energy back. So these are some of the things that you can do to stay protected, keep your energy clean, keep your thoughts positive, and also protect your boundaries. So this is another thing that's coming up a lot, is a lot of us who are awakening are surrounded by family members or friends who are still in a state of relative unconsciousness or sleep, and they cannot relate to us. So you may be working very hard at keeping your thoughts positive, but somebody snaps at you or somebody triggers you, and all of a sudden you match their vibration by reacting. So this is something that's it's a skill that you have to learn over time, and I may do a video to assist people in how to protect their boundaries better. But be aware of everything that's triggering you and be very firm in your boundaries. It's not always about being nice. It's not always about being a good person. You have to be firm in your boundaries with others, and you have to let them know that this is okay and this is not okay. The more firm you are, the more you will protect your energy. So I'll leave you with these few tips, and I wish you an amazing next 10 days in the gateway of these energies that are coming in. And I'm always here to assist as an energy healer over Skype. If you ever need any assistance with with the shift. If you're feeling ungrounded, if you feel like something's taking over you and you just cannot manage, do give me a shout, and I'll leave my contact info below this video. Thank you, I love you, and have an amazing day.